is an all-embracing concept. And as people have said, peace does not only mean the absence of war or struggle, but there's also peace of mind. And I think it goes with development. Where there's no development, there's no peace. In fact, the underprivileged always agitate to have a little more. And so, although there may not be a fight, but there is lack of peace because there is always insecurity, there's always a lack of tranquility because of the feeling that one section of the community has everything when another section in the same community has absolutely nothing. And that disturbs peace. But of course, at Africa level, it takes a different concept because of the borders. We inherited boundaries, and we agreed at the African Union that these will be the basis for our nationality. But those boundaries cut across major tribal groups. And that in itself is a matter of conflict because in Malawi, we have tribes from Mozambique, we have tribes from Zambia, we have tribes from Tanzania. And every other country is the same thing. And how we look at peace is different because the countries across, maybe for instance, under one colonial administration. It would be France, and then you have English, and then you have Portuguese. The way we've been structured to think is not the same. And that also gives a lot of problems. But I believe that there will be lasting peace on the African continent if there's development. And that development must embrace the issue of, for instance, safe motherhood, the issue of mortality, infant, child, and maternal mortality must be part of that package. That peace will be comprehensive if people are able to feed themselves. They don't have to go beg for food. That peace can be comprehensive if people have shelter, have medicine, have schools. So it's an all-embracing thing. And I was saying, for instance, how do you have peace-keeping forces, for instance, if you don't have food? So you see one subset of that already affecting. So I believe that we are beginning to look at peace in an all-embracing structure where it involves several other aspects, each one of them reinforcing upon one another. And I think that will be the concept in which I understand peace. It's not only that we don't shoot each other, but much more so at national level, do we have peace and tranquility? The issue of government and civil society organizations working together in order to achieve peace is extremely important. First of all, it's important that government and civil society understand the same way when they say peace and security. And I think we need a new form of dialogue because you get these accusations, government is not doing enough for peace, and etc. etc. Perhaps these are all right, they're justified, but do we understand the same way? It's like democracy, for instance. What is democracy? Do we understand the same way? So the same way, peace. What is peace? And I would like to start this initiative in my own country. I'll be inviting the civil society organizations to let's sit down and understand what we mean by peace, both in terms of our own country, but also in terms of our relations with the neighbors